My name is PewDiePie. Hello everyone! Welcome to this video. In this video, I'll be reacting to one of the early uploads from the YouTube channel, the game Theorists. This video came out in the year 2015, so it's around 6 years ago. I'm a huge fan of their work and I hope that you will like this video as well. Let's start.
How dare you make fun of PewDiePie? He played Happy Wheels for you guys, he played Amnesia for you guys, and all you blogs, all you care about is him making you money and getting you clicks. Leave PewDiePie alone!
Leave PewDiePie alone.
Leave him alone! It's so hot in here.
Hello Internet, welcome to Game Theory,
Hello.
the show that recognizes the irony of an episode titled Leave PewDiePie Alone.
I'm not sure if you guys remember, there's a trend in which leave PewDiePie alone. Do you know this reference? Just asking, do you know this reference? Let's continue.
But here's the thing, this episode isn't just about PewDiePie. He's probably breathing a sigh of relief for that one. I'm sorry if it seems like I harass you all the time, Felix, but really, you're just a symbolic figurehead for greater industry trends. Well,
Yeah, because you are the king of YouTube. You are the second person who reached. You are the first individual who reached 100. You are the first individual YouTuber who reached 100 million subscribers. Yeah. The first one is the first channel is T series, but yours is the first individual channel. It was by you. You.
that, and you have a winning smile. No, the issue we're addressing today is the dangerous game of media bias. A few months ago, I did an episode called Gamers, You're Getting Played, which documented a trend throughout history of game developers purposely making their games controversial for marketing value. They knew that fans would rise up to defend gaming's right to exist or argue about a game's merits, and in the process, the publishers were able to score cheap and effective marketing at our expense. We were used as puppets. Pawns. But that episode only covered half the story, because there's another group here with tremendous power to affect public opinion in these situations, the media. And they're often in the middle of the action, stoking the flame wars. Now, while you may think it's just an attempt to get those sweet, sweet page views, you're right, but again, that's only half the story. The other half is kinda shocking. Take for instance 3 recent videos from the Jimmy Kimmel Show and YouTube channel where, inspired by the release of the YouTube gaming app, he openly insults people who enjoy watching other people play games, calling us a bunch of 12-year-olds and basement dwellers. Even God himself weighs in, calling us a race of idiots. Roll the clips.
It's called the We Should All Be Very Ashamed of Ourselves for Failing as Parents channel.
Wait, you should be ashamed of making that. Wait, no. Your writers should be doing it. Wait, actually, you know what? You should not. It's a comedy sketch. No offense. Comedy sketch is meant to be funny, and then sometimes the comedy fail. Alright, it's not his own personal. I have to stand for Jimmy Kimmel because he's a comedian, and that is his job. Sometimes the comedy fail and he suck. Sometimes it works and he rocks. He's not perfect. Anyways.
I'm fighting with a group made up mostly of 12-year-old boys.
I've created a race of idiots.
The YouTube Gaming Suite. Watch it, dummies!
After sparking controversy with his first video, which you can imagine came with the requisite angry defensive comments, the next 2 handpicked some of the worst, meanest replies to the video, simply adding fuel to the fire. Now seriously, does Jimmy really care about gaming or offending gamers? No, of course not. At 3 videos of virtually the same thing, it's obvious that the producers realized that they had struck gold and the view numbers don't lie.
Yeah, that's the thing. The view numbers is a key. is key.
with the videos being some of the most viewed on the channel in recent history. I mean, they're not Jimmy Fallon numbers or anything, but you know, not bad for Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, sick burn!
But the Kimmel situation is just the most recent example of a growing trend, where traditional media outlets outright attack YouTube communities and talent simply for clicks.
The traditional media outlets back in their days, when traditional medias, the current traditional medias was still young, they were not they were being bullied by the previous traditional media. But anyways, let's continue.
You guys aware of the TV channel E? If you do, it's probably because you watched The Soup. Joel McHale, you are legitimately the best. If you don't, you're at least familiar with their work because E is the channel responsible for the Kardashians becoming a household name, and also news reporting like this.
Plus, Sibley is showing us how pregnancy is giving Kim KW her best duck face ever.
Anyway, their online review of the Teen Choice Awards, 18 moments from the 2015 Teen Choice Awards that made us feel super old.
And that is from 6 years ago. Right now it's 2021. It makes me feel old just watching this news about moments that makes them old.
Sparked all sorts of hatred with comments like number 8, who is this? Number 9, we've never seen this person in our lives. And number 10, is this guy her Uber driver? But worst of all was number 6, where Pewds, Joey Graceffa, and others are just written off with a line. Are those even real people? Now if you're asking yourself what the big deal is here, replace those names and faces with some traditional movie stars like Jennifer Lawrence or Robert Pattinson. Would that level of ignorance, lack of research, and outright dismissal ever fly if it was them in those pictures?
It would never happen. It would never happen. Right? It would never. This outright just lack of research. You know, I don't really care. This attitude is wrong. It's wrong. If you want to make a joke, yeah, sure. You are not a comedian. You are a professional media outlet.
Of course not, and that's even with Robert being the butt end of all sparkly vampire jokes. Now, whether this article was meant to be inflammatory or was just a dumb move, it incited a lot of hate, got a lot of press, and prompted copycats. Like a recent New York Post article entitled "These Idiots Are Making a Fortune Producing the Dumbest Stuff on the Internet," which then goes to tear apart the videos of Tyler Oakley, Grace Helbig, and Hannah Hart. Clickbaiting 101. Hey, these people are popular, let's bash them and then get all the views as the fans come in to defend them. So many views. It's a weird catch-22. When these dismissive articles or videos happen, we want to defend our favorite personalities or reach out and educate these writers and celebrities about the stuff we really care about. We want to share our enthusiasm for these things, help other people understand, or if not, chide them for being judgmental or lazy. Show them that this sort of treatment is not okay. And
That's correct. This sort of treatment is not okay. Do a proper research, then you say it out. Okay? This kind of individuals, do they have a proper respect for other people, for other as well? They probably have, but it's all about money.
yet, in doing so, we deliver the clicks they're hungry for. We've rewarded them for being ignorant, for not doing their research, for offending us and disrespecting someone we care about. But with this YouTube situation, there seems to be something else at work here. Look at this. It's a chart of Nielsen data tracking the number of hours per week 18 to 24-year-olds watch TV. Each year, it's been declining by about 2 hours, and the rate of drop-off has been
And right now it's 2021, it's dropping significantly down.
picking up. One day during the Super Amazing End Card Tournament, I asked how many of you never turn on a TV, and a whopping 55% of you said that you didn't. That is huge. Now, I'm no finance guy, but looking at the stocks of traditional media companies, Time Warner is down, Viacom is down, 21st Century Fox is down, Comcast is down. Even the unshakable Disney and ESPN are feeling the threat of people cutting the cable cord. So they have reason to be scared, but they're not going down without a fight. And posts like the Kimmel videos or New York Post article aren't just plays to get clicks. It seems like they may also be attempts to discredit a new generation of entertainers that threaten to make the old guard obsolete by belittling them or trash-talking them. Take another look back at those earlier examples.
the old guards are trying to say that, yeah, we are traditional, we are better. No, gosh, no, move with the times, man. There'll be a time in which you will be gone, I will be the old guards, and I will be saying that, no, but I will learn and say that, you know what, I should not say that. I shall give the older generation, I shall give the older generations their chance. Let me learn.
He's writer poo-pooing the outfits of digital stars when someone like Miley Cyrus or Lil Kim gets an "aw, musicians be cray-cray" pass, then going on to question the names of prominent digital celebrities without even bothering to Google their names, or a late-night host and his show openly inviting a comment war with YouTube's biggest subset, expecting the audience to laugh along blindly at all the mean-spirited comments from the stupid gamers. But the bias even exists in subtler ways, hidden in articles that should be about celebrating the stars. Look at the cover of July's Variety magazine, where the top story is listing off the world's top digital influencers. People like Rosanna Pansino, Michael Stevens, Dude Perfect, Ryan Higa, Joey Graceffa, and of course, PewDiePie. And look, you have Felix on the cover, but he's X'd out in spray paint with a foam finger on his finger, promoting his #1 status. It's a weird image. You could write this off as just an artistic choice, some eccentric photographer doing something goofy for a magazine cover, except look at every other one of Variety's covers. Artistically shot faces, plain, simple, beautiful. And then you have Felix, crossed out, dismissed. Think I'm reading too much into this? Well, let me present you with some more evidence and get you to think again. The first time Pewds was mentioned in Variety, the same magazine, was back in September 2013. They called him, quote, a gibberish spouting clown that was bringing Western civilization to a screeching halt. In the
Come on, seriously?
article, they call him, and by extension all growing digital stars, dolts, saying that his success, and YouTube's success in general, threatens to bring about an increasing supply of dumbed-down content. And this article wasn't written by some freelance writer. Oh no. It was written by Variety's then, and still co-editor-in-chief Andrew Wallenstein.
Co-editor-in-chief, how can you be so ignorant? How can you be so ignorant? Do some research and understand why does his viewers want to do it. Why is he so popular? Okay, you can't just give opinion without proper research. How long have you done research? 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months? That's not freaking enough. I'm so sorry. I'm just mad that others can just reprimand you without doing proper research about it and can punish you during the phase in which you are being reprimanded for doing something that's incorrect, or that they presume there's something wrong. That's what protagonist bias, I think.
I don't know. I didn't have time to look up your name. See, it's offensive, right? This is a guy who you can
It's freaking offensive. It's freaking offensive.
bet is having to approve the articles that go into the magazine, and especially the cover photo. So as long as the dolt can sell me magazines, it's okay for me to put him on the cover, but don't worry, I'm still gonna make sure that he's shot in an entirely different way from every other celebrity who's ever appeared in this magazine. Let's see you X out Johnny Depp or George Clooney and see how they like it. Need more evidence? Let's go back to the Teen Choice Awards, where Felix was nominated for Best Male Web Star. And then this happened.
Felix, something. You know what? Be here if you want to hear the rest of your name.
After receiving a lot of heat on social media, Bella Thorne, the presenter, an actress from the TV show Scream, went to Twitter to say the moment was scripted. Although I can't say for certain whether it was written that way or not, it's yet another example of the gross disrespect digital media personalities are getting. If it was scripted, then it was an award show blatantly mocking the name of one of its nominees.
If it was scripted, that means the producer, the director, the writers, they don't show respect, and they represent that award show.
it was Bella herself, then it was a traditional media actress disrespecting a fellow celebrity. Think about if the situation was reversed. If Kim Kardashian, who's it, or Arnold Schwarzenegger had something like this happen to them. Think they would just take the joke? Heads would roll and apologies would be issued. But traditional media has made it clear that people like Pewds aren't worth the time learning their names or reading them correctly. Oh, but you can bet that they're certainly hoping you're in the audience tweeting about your award so that they get your views. And here's probably the worst thing. From my social media trolling, Felix has yet to receive a public apology from anyone. I mean, even John Travolta apologized to Adele Dazeem, but Pewds? Nope. In their eyes, a digital star who just plays games isn't worth it, no matter how many people love his work or no matter how many millions of dollars he's made. Why does this matter? Well, let's talk about sharks. In the summer of 2001, before the US was rocked by the September 11th attacks, the news media caught fire over shark attacks.
I'm sorry? That you just changed topic so fast I wasn't able to keep up. So, PewDiePie, sharks? Pewdie sharks! Sharkty-pie! Anyway. Pewdie shark! Anyway.
Started on July 6th when an 8-year-old boy in Mississippi got bitten by a bull shark. Soon after, another attack happened in the Bahamas, and a week later, a third event occurred. And that was the tipping point. Shark watches were now round the clock on all the news channels. Reporters were following pods of sharks from helicopters. Pods? Are they pods of sharks? Schools? Let me look this up. Shiver? A shiver?
Shiver of sharks. School of sharks. Show of sharks. Wow. The more you know. I really didn't know that.
How dare...
Oh gosh. What was it?
Are they pods of sharks?
Yeah,
Schools? Let me look this up. Shiver? A shiver?
Wait. Salmon is a run of salmon? Oh, I didn't know that.
Shiver of sharks. Wow, never would have guessed that one.
A family of sardines. A bed of scorpions. A nest of scorpions, okay? A rack of seabirds.
Shivers of sharks were causing shivers across the country. Ooh, that was bad. Never before had people cared so much about cartilaginous fish outside of the Discovery Channel. As Time magazine called it, on their cover story, it was the summer of the shark. It was the second coming of Jaws. Vacations were being canceled. Beaches were losing Speedo-wearing old people. And yet, for all the media hype, the actual number of shark attacks was down from the year before. From 89 to 75, and from 11 fatalities to 4. It was actually a completely average year, and when it came to deaths from shark attacks, it was the second lowest number we would see in the entirety of the 2000s. Here's a fun fact. In 1996, 43,000 Americans were injured from toilets. How? I can only imagine aggressive flushing. But sharks, they only injured 13. You didn't see the old porcelain throne making the cover of Time magazine, Summer of the Shark, Winter of the Commode. But everyone thought that the shark issue was an epidemic. The point here is this. What the media chooses to focus on oftentimes becomes the facts, regardless of what the actual facts are.
Yes, and that's why it's so dangerous. 2016, just saying. 2016, I'm telling you. Oh, sorry. 2015, 2016, I'm just saying, fake news, just saying.
You know, this whole YouTube situation reminds me of a man named Howard Dean. If you were alive back in 2004, you probably know Dean for one thing.
You have to ask if you are alive back in 2004.
The Dean scream. So what, I hear you asking? Nothing remarkable here, right? Well, Howard Dean was running a presidential campaign for the Democratic Party back then, and gave a particularly excited speech in the aftermath of the Iowa caucus, ending it with that famous, "Yeah!" What should have been a completely unremarkable moment at the end of a rallying speech became something that the media latched onto. Suddenly, the Dean scream was the butt of jokes for weeks, from late-night talk shows to news reports. That moment, replayed over and over, turned Dean from a legitimate candidate for president into a recurring punchline until he just kind of faded away. The generally held belief is that this moment and the subsequent media coverage killed his bid for the White House. People no longer took him seriously. The same thing is happening right now with YouTube and YouTube communities like gamers. The way media is covering the success of PewDiePie and other digital stars, or the enormous growth of gamers on YouTube and Twitch, seems like just another example of this. Media making a joke out of something they just don't understand and want to go away. By discrediting it, Xing it out, playing ignorant like the Kimmel videos or Variety article, they're trying to ensure that the mainstream think of gaming and YouTube as niche, weird, stupid. They want the public
Niche, weird, stupid. These old guys need to update their dictionary. Need to improve, learn something new.
to adopt their opinions, writing these things off prematurely without ever taking the time to learn about it themselves, just like the Summer of the Shark. And if they're successful in doing so, they stay relevant for just a bit longer. It's funny, the major complaint leveled at PewDiePie, Hannah Hart, Tyler Oakley, Grace Helbig, and YouTube in general is that we're dumbing down entertainment in a shameless attempt to get clicks. But that's coming from people who write uneducated articles about those exact names to shamelessly court controversy, to sell more magazines or get more views. To quote E's manager of social media, who responded not with an apology at offending any of the web celebs mentioned in their articles and posts, but rather with the statement, "Give us all the clicks." So I ask, who is really holding entertainment back? Now, not to be the guy who cites Gandhi, but I honestly think that this quote from him sums up the situation. First they ignore you, then they ridicule you, then they fight you, and then you win. It seems
Yes. First they ignore you, then they ridicule you, then they fight you, then you win. If you survive the first three phases, what is stopping you from going to the fourth phase? Right?
Seems like we're in that second phase now, but give it time. We have to be patient, not reacting in a knee-jerk manner or calling people names, because in doing so, you give them fodder for a fourth, a fifth video, reading mean, nasty comments by the immature gamers. Don't feed the stereotype. Instead, stay patient, stay smart, and always help to educate. And before you know it,
Stay patient, stay smart, and help to educate. Help to teach them, make them learn. And thus they can make proper judgment. That's correct.
but young, old, it doesn't matter. Everyone will be able to appreciate the simple joy of watching Cosmo speedrun Ocarina of Time in 18 minutes and 10 seconds. But hey, that's just a theory. A theory only mildly tangential to gaming.
But hey, that's just a theory. A theory only mildly tangentially to gaming.
Thanks for watching. Anyway. Speaking of actual gaming, GT Live is back every weekday starting today at 4 o'clock Pacific time. And for those of you who were at our FNAF Mega Theorist live stream that featured Razbowski, Dawko, Ryan and Ryan from 8-Bit Gaming, Smike, as well as Scott himself in the comments, the live stream that was so big it crashed YouTube, that'll be happening this Friday, 9/18 at 4 o'clock Pacific time. 4 o'clock seemed to be the best time for people, so I'm trying to make that a regular thing. Everyone will be back for that one, so make sure you put it on the calendar. Friday at 4 o'clock PST. Or just subscribe and get notified about it automatically. Save yourself some hassle. The FNAF truth is out there and no one, not even Scott and his telekinetic ability to crash live streams with his mind, will stop it.
Yes, it's true that I shut down Matt Pat's stream. He was getting too close to the truth. I have the power to shut down live stream in my mind. With my mind.
Not this time. Hopefully all of us will see all of you there. But if you want more game theory goodness right now, check out some of my other videos on the Pewds. This one is about how he single-handedly made Flappy Bird into a viral sensation. And this one is about how YouTube is broken by taking a close look at PewDiePie's channel. A little bit of YouTube talk, a little bit of PewDiePie talk, all around good stuff. So enjoy. Hopefully I'll see you at 4 o'clock Pacific time today and 4 o'clock Pacific time on Friday. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to deal with some Destiny and dating sim videos that have been hanging over my head.
Aww. Destiny and dating sim videos. Finally. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you do like this video, please consider to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and comment down below if you have anything to share with us. Especially, this video talks about the YouTube community and the traditional media outlets. Yeah, it's very important. Anyways, hope you like this video, and see you next time. In the meantime, do check out the video that I just reacted to. The video that I just reacted to came from the YouTube channel, The Game Theorists. Their videos are amazing, right? Do check them out. I highly appreciate your support for them. And yeah, do remember, that's just a theory. A game. Oh wait, that's not a mildly tangential tangential theory about gaming, something like that. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope that they learn. 活到老学到老.